Okay, I'm currently live right now. So, hello guys, it's Michael here with a wee quick update. I'm not going to stay very long here because it's getting quite late and I've got work in the morning to do. So I'll just keep this very brief. Just want to fill you guys in as to what way things are with Farquhar and how it's currently looking. Right now, I'm at the stage now where I'm busy building the station platform. I'm busy getting the framework sorted out for the platform edges, and once I get those sorted out, I can then get the platform top put on and painted up and get it all customized with figures, platform detail, etc. All that sort of stuff here. I can't show you anything right now here because I want to keep it all. I want to keep it all on the side until till the time of the show, and I'll be able to get some photographs taken the night before the show, so that I can present it all to you guys. Like I said, just before the show starts. Talking of which, the show in question is that I'm getting ready for. It's the Northdown Model Railway Society show, which takes place every year at Bangor Grammar School. This is what's pretty much known to be Northern Ireland's largest model railway show, and in my honest opinion, I think it's one of the best shows I've ever been to. I love going to this show, either exhibiting or just as a guest, or just casual visiting to the show. But it's great fun when you get a chance to take part in a model railway show. Like, you bring it out there and you get to meet all these people here who share the same passion and interest, and you get to meet different people who share ideas, talk about your experiences with models, and swap ideas with various people. And yeah, I just really love the experience. It's really cool. So, like I said, the show takes place at Bangor Grammar School on Granshire Road, and the dates of the show is the 12th and the 13th of April 2025. There's going to be collections of displays of model trains, planes, boats, and cars, as well as award-winning exhibits. There'll also be live demonstrations of model aircraft being flown in the school's gym hall. Quite amazing displays. I've seen it quite a number of times, and of course there'll be other displays that'll be shown throughout the show that I'm sure people will take great interest in. Opening times for the show will be on Saturday. It'll be at 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. and on Sunday it'll be at 12 o'clock in the afternoon till 5 p.m. So yeah, there's plenty of time for you guys to come around and have a wee look around. Also, it's not only going to be displays and layouts of the shows here. There's also going to be a few trade stands. So there'll be a few trade dealers going around for selling a few model railway stuff, some scenery stuff, or buildings. So if there's anything you guys want to grab for your collections, you're more than happy to go down and have a wee scavenge around. It's quite fun. In fact, I actually managed to find a few items for my collection years back. In fact, it's actually at that show where I actually found my current work in progress model of Edward, Revenology's model of Edward, which I didn't know. I didn't know it was a case kit until I actually inquired with the person who was selling it, who was actually a good friend of mine. I says to him, "What brand of kit is it?" And he says it's a case kit. I'm like, "Oh wow, I've been looking to get one of those for ages." And so my dad ended up buying it for me. But anyway, that I've discussed that in another video on my channel. So if you want to know more about it there, you can find it there. Anyway, back to the show. So yeah, my good friend Tim Yard is going to be coming back to help me out with the operation of the layout. Him and I have been discussing about the layout and the show there. We've been discussing earlier on today about what all's going to be there and what trade stand's going to be there, and also it's going to be good fun. I'm also going to have another helper who's going to be help me out. He's a young fella who I've been good friends with. He goes to my model railway club, and I've asked him to see if he would like to come on board to help operate Farquhar and train him up just to become an extra pair of hands should Tim would not be available on certain show days, but like, when I ask him to help me out at a show, he's always available. So it's good to actually have a third pair of hands as well to help out with Farquhar's operation. From experience operating the original Ffarquhar Branch, it's actually good fun to actually operate it with 3 people. So you have one person controlling the trains, one person controlling the signals and points, and the third person is actually reading the commentary. So that's actually quite good fun. SB track deals, Tim Yard, the legendary Bob Creator. Yeah, that's one of his best creations. So yeah, the way things are looking with Ffarquhar right now, as I mentioned before, I've got the platform. I'm starting the process of getting the platform made up here. The station, I'm trying to get my utmost best to try and get the layout finished. There's still quite a bit more work to be done on this layout. I wish I could show you what the progress is, but I can't just right now here. There is some photographs I've posted up on RM Web. If you look up on there, you'll be able to see the current updates on Ffarquhar. But yeah, I think I'm gonna postpone any photographic updates until probably the day before the show, so that you guys are all fully updated. I'll give you guys the full updating of it there at that time, so I'll have plenty to show. So, and what am I going to do at the show? Well, I really am hoping, fingers crossed though, that we're able to pull this off here, because we did try this last year at Belfast and didn't go according to plan because the layout wasn't. It wasn't actually built probably to perform this here, and we did have a try. We actually did have a try at this here, but it was a bit of a no-go, and that kind of did explain why the layout had to go under a big renovation work in order to get it to look exactly how the original looked and also perform how the original did. So we're going to try our utmost best to perform the 1965 operation sequence, and hopefully it'll go according to plan with no issues. We did have a few issues last year with at the Belfast show, mostly with Thomas, which I'll get to in a minute here. But Thomas did cause a lot of issues for us, but somehow we managed to make it through get through the show with little embarrassment. But other than that, it was all quite good fun. So yeah, so we're going to have another attempt to try and replicate this operation sequence with the full stock and maybe a commentary. We'll see what we can do about that. But yeah, we'll just see how things go. So, as I mentioned before, Thomas had been giving us a wee bit of trouble last year, and the reason was actually down to basically his motor. His motor had been giving us a wee bit of issue because he's an old model. My replica is basically meant to be a replica of the original model. Sorry, there's a plane flying by here, so they always choose their times to fly by when I'm doing recordings. I sent the model off to a firm that I came across on Facebook, and they fitted with a new motor feature, new motor mount that they customized, and so yeah, that's how Thomas has been running. But I don't think the way it's been set up feels right. I don't know. He makes us throw like little jitting noises when he goes over the points in some parts, and in early stages when I was doing the renovation work, he would stall on the points and I could hear the motor whirring. I'd be thinking, oh, has a gear come loose? I don't know. But these are just all a few issues not there that I tried to figure out here. But during the Belfast show last year, Thomas's motor failed. First of all, the motor came loose from its casing, so I had to take it home and get it glued back on. I didn't have any glue with me at the time of the show to fix it. And then on the next show afterwards here, his whole motor frame, the whole frame that's securing the motor to the chassis, broke off, and I didn't know how to fix that. There was whatever way they were they secured on here, I just couldn't fix it back on here, so I had to send it back to them to get it fixed. Rail Rocket, I can see your comments, so just bear with me. I will answer the questions. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to get anything that I have I have here to explain here. I will answer in a wee minute here. So just give me a moment. Give me a moment, please. So yeah, Thomas is still running now. He's still working okay, but I think this time around we'll have to operate him as carefully as possibly can, because I don't know whether or not this motor that they fitted onto him is going to work or not. I might maybe send it back to them again to say, look, it's not, this motor is not working out that well for the job in question. Is now, can we have a different motor fitted onto him? So if it fails to show here, then that's usually the case. So, but just in case anything does go wrong, I'm going to bring my E2 model of Thomas along, because you need to have spares just in case. Now, this is kind of breaking my rule with operating this layer, because I'm a stickler for things. As far as I know, there was never a spare model for Thomas for Ffarquhar Mark 1. If there was, it would be either Stepney or Duck. Well, Duck would do more of the goods work, but Stepney would be mostly the spare engine for Thomas. So until I can probably make a proper spare replica of the Repath Thomas to replace my Repath Thomas, yeah, I'll just have to stick with the ET Thomas for now. But yeah, we'll see how things go. The other model that's also giving us a wee bit, it's also giving me a wee bit of trouble, is Duck. Surprisingly, his model is actually one of the best performers I actually had here. But during the renovation stage, he starts to play some tricks on me here. Mostly on the first point going into the station, he tends to derail on the point blades. I've no understanding why he decides to do this here. The points are all level. He just decides to go on a different route. Even though the points are set to a different direction, he decides to just go on the other direction. I have no idea. There's something to do with probably something to do with the chassis or whatnot, or maybe the flanges are too fine. I have no idea. I need to have another look at it here. Caleb, you asked here, does he waddle? He does waddle. This one, the skating model that I bought, it actually did come waddling. So that Adam, he's talking about my model. It does waddle. I can hand on heart to tell you that it does waddle. And so yeah, it is a genuine Duck model in some regards. So anyway, but yeah, Duck would sometimes derail off the points. Sometimes he doesn't say. So we'll just have to make sure that he runs okay throughout the weekend. If he does cause some issues, then well, I can probably have a wee look around, see if there's a spare Hornby 57XX loco, because as far as I know, Revenology did have one of those. So yeah, I'm playing fair with replicas and all there. So I'm not breaking any rules. Well, apart from the Thomas one, but that's a whole different story altogether. Anyway, I can't think of anything else right now off the top of my head. If there's anything else I need to talk about, right? I'll just quickly answer you guys' questions here, because some of you guys have been asking me questions on the side of the chat there. I can't stay as long here because I have to head off here now because I've got work in the morning. Somebody asked about who's Bob. Bob was a character that Timmy Fiora created for one of his videos. He's basically just a repainted version of a Terrence the Tractor toy. And he's now in the care of a friend. You on the hunt for anything at the show, says CB Truck Tales? Nothing really at the moment. I'm not really actually on the hunt for anything here, unless if there's anything G-Skill going around, I might be interested there, because recently I've actually now started to come back to reviving my garden railway, and work has already starting on getting the railway revived again. So it's going to take a while here, so I can't post anything right now about it here, but sometimes I might post the odd thing on Blue Sky, so keep an eye out on that. Did he fall down my question to Station Master's house? I might just show the comments anyway. Have you constructed the layout using the same methods Revenology did, or have you made it using more modern methods? Most of it, I have been trying to keep it as true as I can to the original layout, but there are sometimes I have to make a few exceptions here and there. So one of the main exceptions is using modern day track. Revenology used Ren track, which is very hard to come by right now in decent amounts, and also the right points as well used. So yeah, I couldn't do that there. So I'm using Pico track now for my layout. Other things is various scenery methods are different. I'm just adapting various techniques that I came across in the past, but trying to adapt them to make them look like as if it was done by Revenology. The other thing also that's major different is the layouts backdrops. They are made by Bassett. They're made by Built Easy, but the original ones were made by Bassett Loke, and they are very hard to come by. So I just found Built Easy was a bit more suitable. Plus, it fitted in with the rest of the buildings. So just had to make do with what I had available. Okay, the last one here is a couple wants to hear. Are you doing anything special for the 80th anniversary? Not as far as I know. I'm fortunately I'm very very busy these last few months, so I haven't really had time to do anything for the 80th anniversary. I wish I did. Wish I did did something, but unfortunately I haven't done anything. So sorry. There's nothing that you're gonna see from me here this year. I'm very sorry. I will try and see about maybe doing a video on Farquhar's operation after the show. Of course, I might do a new operation sequence, and hopefully that will count. It might be maybe after the anniversary weekend, the anniversary of the railway series. So yeah, you just have to bear with me on that one there. It's just down to my availability right now because these days I'm really really busy with work wise and other stuff behind the scenes. What's this one? Have you watched much of Fire and Sam by any chance? No, I haven't really been watching Fire and Sam recently. It's just right now I'm just trying to focus on my own work, and anything I do watch nowadays is mostly relating to garden railways, model railways stuff in general, and just anything that just takes my interest really. Fairly good engine creations. What's good, Michael? Everything's good so far. I'm feeling quite good. I've been having a good few days recently there. These last couple of weeks have been great. My new job has been really productive. I've been getting some excellent feedback from my boss, which is great. So yeah, I'm enjoying myself here. The last 6 months had been like a bit of a nightmare for me because I had issues trying to find work, and now I have. I'm really glad. So every day, every day when I sign on for work, I'm just like, I'm so glad to be working. I'm so glad to be working again. I've missed it so much. As far as I know, I'm going to be asked to come into the work in the office now, so I'll be away from my desk now, so I can um, finally get out and see the world, to quote Thomas. But yeah, I'm actually. It may sound odd here, but I'm excited to go and work in an office again. It's so weird, but I'm really looking forward to it there. So there you go. All right, Tom. See you soon. But yeah, it's all quite good. So yeah, take each day as it comes, and be very positive. And I've been doing that. I've been doing it. Can't talk right now. I've been doing that now for the last 3 weeks now here, and I just feel really good. I just feel really good, really positive. Everything's going quite well. Each day's a blessing. So yeah, take it each day as it comes and smile constantly, which I mostly am. So yeah, really do feel good. Noah boy, what's your favorite Audrey model? It would have to be Thomas, the original Repath Thomas and the original Percy model, because they just look really nice. I really do like the designs, how they perform, and they're just one of a kind, really, one of a kind. But yeah, there are some other models I do like. I mean, I like the original Annie and Clarabelle models. They're quite a unique design, customized design of Will Audrey. I really love the Edward model. The Edward model I actually did quite admire because I remember looking at the lining on the model and never realized that it was actually all hand painted. So that's actually quite cool. So yeah, it'd be great to see that model again at some point. Right, one last. This is going to be like the last question here because, like I said, it's 11:30 now, and again, I have to get up early for work tomorrow. So this is going to be the last one now, guys. So, hey, Michael, what would you do if you led Thomas if it stayed past to season 24? Not counting all, just go. If I led Thomas, this is like one of those questions. I had this question before, like, when I joined the series, people kept saying, make him the head writer. I kept saying, like, if I was the head writer for Thomas, I would have a panic attack every single day because not only are you trying to keep try and get new, fresh ideas in, you also have to try and please different audiences around the world. So not only are you trying to please little preschoolers here, you're also trying to keep diehard fans happy as well. So it's trying to find the even balance. So if I was to lead Thomas again, I would literally just be like pulling my hair out and be like, ah. But I don't know. I think I would just carry on. If I was leading that, I'd just be doing the same thing as I did before, just writing stories that I think would be good to have, but keeping within the same consistency of like the same formula that they have. And again, just to see what works and what doesn't work. I mean, yes, I will admit here there are some of my stories which some people don't like. I mean, obviously the pack episodes, some people think that they are the weakest. I don't know if that's true or not, because I do. It all really depends exactly, like, you know, what how much I put into the story, and to try and make it all as good as possibly can. And yeah, I think I'll just leave it there, because there's nothing else I can probably say about it. Okay, this is the last question now. Okay, last final question. No more questions now, guys. If there's a continuation, I could. Oh no, basically, I don't know. That is a question. If there's a continuation, I would have which. Well, I could have which three characters would lead the next seasons if you led. Oh, which leading characters? Which leading characters? Do you know what? I think I'm trying to remember, actually, because I did had some ideas. If there was going to be another series, on the top of my head, I think Toby would. I think I was going to do some more episodes with Toby. Toby and Mavis, I think, but that's as far as I can remember, really. I think I did have some other notes somewhere, but they've now been. They got lost in a drive swipe, not drive swipe, a drive wipe, because my computer had been giving some trouble at one point here, and when I took it to the shop to get it fixed, they says, "No, we have to wipe the whole thing." And some of those documents that I mentioned here were on it there, and they're now gone. So unfortunately, I can't dish them, not dish them out, dig them out. But yeah, but from memory's sake, I think on the list it was like Toby and Mavis maybe. But other than that, that's all I can hear. That's all I can think of. Okay, guys, right. That's all I have to say now, guys. So yeah, so I'm not going to post any more updates on Farquhar for now, either on here or ARM Web or Blue Sky or anything else here. So anything else regarding to Farquhar, I'll save it until the day before the Bangor show, so that you guys can see the whole progress so far as to what way things are looking on the layout and so forth. So, but yeah, and for those who are, if any guys are at the show and you want to drop by and say hi, feel free to do so here. Myself, Tim Fjord, and my fellow extra helper will be on stand, and yeah, we'll do our best to entertain you guys with Farquhar's operation, and fingers crossed here nothing goes wrong. I really do hope nothing goes wrong. Let's hope Reverend Orgy is looking over us during the operation and not play any jokes. Okay, guys, that's all I have to say now. Take care, good night, and God bless. Bye-bye.